I have to delete my channel if it gets to 70. Don't do this to me. We're not going up just yet. Not yet. Not yet. Hold on. Don't embarrass me like this. BTC, don't embarrass me like this. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Altcoin Era, and this is your boy Ahmed, and today we're going to go through the cryptoverse. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment, all of that good stuff, and stay to the end. You're going to like it. So let's begin. We got some more news regarding Mt. Gox, and this is just never ending. Honestly, this is never ending. Crypto wallet holding 2 billion Mt. Gox Bitcoin sends test transactions as distribution continues. Some users on Reddit have reported receiving funds on their BitGo accounts. Arkham analyst said the wallet likely belongs to crypto custody platform BitGo, and users are making unverified claims about receiving BTC and BCH balances on BitGo. The Arkham analyst said the wallet that initiated the transfer likely belongs to crypto custody platform BitGo, one of the 5 service providers that distributes tokens to creditors. BitGo is the very last remaining distribution partners. Here is the wallet ID, and as you can see right here, they've moved 1.9 billion worth of BTC. Likely they're going to distribute it to their holders. The market at the moment is very, very skittish. Most likely, this is not going to be sold on the open market like we saw with Germany. They are most likely going to sell this BTC to companies such as Binance, Kraken, and Coinbase. On a brighter note, we have stablecoins, and they are decreasing on all exchanges. What does that mean? We have more coins available and less stablecoins. What does that mean? People are more bullish on accumulating coins. Participants are transferring from stablecoins into cryptocurrencies. This is a chart spanning from 2020. This is the same chart spanning from 2022 January to present day. As you can see here, there is a change in the tide. From June the 11th, 2023, stablecoins in exchanges have been decreasing, meaning more and more people are swapping their US dollar, their pound, their sterling, their yen, their dollars, their euros. As you can see, we're making lower highs after lower highs after lower highs, and it hasn't changed since. We have some good news regarding Ethereum and its ETF. It beats the CD20 and it posts a positive inflow. Also, DEX tokens rise. Many of the largest decentralized exchanges posted gains on Tuesday. Ethereum pulled ahead of Bitcoin and the CD20 during the Tuesday trading day in Asia as the Ethereum ETF reversed their outflows. But what I want to concentrate on is the DEX. The DEX tokens have also gone up considerably. You have the likes of Uniswap, DYDX, and also Genesis. In the last 24 hours, the fees of Ethereum have gone to 2.4 million US dollars, and the revenue in the last 24 hours is 1.2 million. It keeps going up to the right. The fees and the revenue keep increasing. Unfortunately, Bitcoin and crypto went unmentioned during the massive interview on X between Trump and Musk. Bettors at one point gave an overall 60% chance of Trump mentioning digital assets during the interview, and he didn't even speak about once, not even once. Let's have a look at the prediction markets, and it looks like Kamala Harris is ahead in the race. Donald Trump is lagging behind slightly, but this looks like a very, very close race. And I promise you, if this lady wins the elections, crypto in America is going to have major problems. There's a new kid on the block in crypto, and it's named Hamster Combat. It's kind of a game, but not a game. Here is the website. Make your way from a hamster to a grandmaster CEO of the tier 1 crypto exchange. Buy upgrades, complete quests, and invite friends and become the best. Play now. And it's similar to a game, but it's not really a game. They had a massive offer from a VC fund and they turned it down. Hamster Combat is a viral play to earn game. It criticized the VC and said it's an exit liquidity, turning down all investment offers. Developers said they hope to return to the fundamentals of Web3 space by focusing on creating innovative products that generate real value and revenue rather than using their audience for funding. You know what? This is what I love to see. This is what I love. This is what I love to see. Like, hats off. This is exactly what I love to see in the space. People that do stuff like this. This is incredible. And I wish more and more people in the crypto space actually provided value instead of value extraction. There's a lot of people that join this space and they try to turn a penny into a pound and just fuck off. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. Today we had the results of America's core PPI. We had the results for the monthly and the yearly PPI, and it looks like it went down. We also had another result on the yearly, and it's gone down to 2.4%. So far, as of today, we have a 45% chance of a September cut. 45%. So it looks like the market is pricing in that we may not get a cut, which is going to be detrimental for the larger landscape. If you want prices to go up higher, then ideally you don't want the Fed to hold for longer. It's going to be detrimental to the economy. The Federal Reserve and central banks in general are normally late. They were late to hike up interest rates, and they're also now late to cut. Tomorrow, we're going to get the CPI inflation expectations. And here are the expectations. It varies between 2.9% and 3%. If inflation comes in at 2.9% or lower, it will mark the first month with inflation under 3% since March 2021. Enough of macroeconomics, and we're going to get into the juicy part. Altcoins. And at the moment, we have charts looking like this. Quick question. Have a guess of what ecosystem these coins belong to. Just have a guess. Have a wild guess. Is it Solana? Is it Ton? Is it NEAR? We have massive token unlocks in the coming week. We have Arbitrum, Uniswap, Stark, Mocha, Cyber, Ape, and WorldCoin. This week alone, we are going to have a massive token unlock. So be prepared. You can either long it, short it. And lastly, we have an ecosystem that not a lot of folks are talking about. And that is Aerodrome. Aerodrome's TVL has gone up. Also, its volume has increased. Yet the price is not showing that reflection. I believe that Aerodrome is definitely undervalued. If you're looking for a better alternative to SU, then go ahead and check out Aerodrome. At the moment, the total value locked is a whopping 562 million US dollars, whereas SU is an entire chain within itself, and the total value locked is 633 million. Yes, I know TVL is not really a good indicator to show if a coin will go higher and higher, but in my honest opinion, Aerodrome will do better than SU. I just believe that this is exit liquidity. Now, if you're buying to DCA and you've held this project for a long time, then go ahead. But if you're new to the project and you just see a spike like this and you just catch onto a wave, then bear in mind you might be exit liquidity, because that wick does not look natural or organic at all. Top headlines today, and we have BlackRock, and they're about to launch, or in the future anticipating to launch, an L2 similar to Base. This is massive news. We're going to have more and more big institutions that are going to adopt Ethereum and smart contracts in general. Number two, we have 327,000 contracts deployed on Base in a single day. This is a new monthly high. And number 3, we have Solana. Its trading bot on Telegram called Torjan surpassed 6 billion in its lifetime volume, which is crazy. It's unbelievable that crypto has the power to do this. Number 4, we have the crooked Celsius, and they are suing Tether, and they seek 3.5 billion in BTC returns. Number 5, we have a very, very bad story, and it's regarding Canto. And Canto has to reset their entire network. This is the chart of Canto, and we've been oscillating between these two areas for quite some time. From here till right over here, we've been literally just oscillating. The absolute high was at 81 cents, and we broke this trend line. We did make a huge, massive green weekly candle, and it looks like it's heading back into this trend line. It went up in the past week 123%. Will it re-enter its area of consolidation and continue this trend right here, or is this just a continuation of more downside? Number 6, we have Ripple, and it starts to test its stablecoin on Ethereum mainnet. Sometimes I just don't understand XRP. You had 8 years to actually build something, and all they've come out with is a stable coin. You've had 8 years to build something. 8 long years. Number 9, we have Matic, and Matic drops out of the top 20 coins. This is Matic, also known as Polygon. Looks very similar to Canto, to be fair. It's gone down considerably from the peak all the way to the trough. It's gone down 88%. A lot of the bulls are hoping that this right here is a double bottom. We haven't seen this low since approximately June 2022. So this could be the bottom. Normally, when there is a lot of pessimism and scrutiny in a coin, that normally marks the local bottom. So I won't be surprised if we go back to this area and in this range, and we continue to oscillate around this range. And meanwhile, we have SU. SU is also a layer 2, and it briefly went to the top 30. While Matic has lost its position, SU is slowly heading up higher and higher. This is the nature of crypto. It's survival of the fittest. This is what I like to see, honestly. I love to see builders build in the space. We have Optimism, and Optimism unveils a super chain interoperability roadmap solution to be rolled out on mainnet in 2025. Number 7, we have Tron, and I've been speaking about Tron for a very long time on this channel. Tron has registered settlements of a volume of 1.25 trillion in Q2. A lot of people don't talk about Tron. I don't know why they don't speak about Tron. Forget about the price. The price action of Tron doesn't matter, but the actual use case of Tron is incredible. The remittance industry is literally getting shattered because of Tron. Crypto has always raved about payments, settlements, payments, and no one in the space did it effectively and efficiently and actually got product market fit, except for Tron. Tron has 1/3 of Visa's annual settlement volume. And imagine, give Tron another 5 to 10 years. I promise you, it's going to do remarkably well. And this is what crypto needs to do. Crypto needs to continue to build, just continue to innovate and build in the space. And we're going to find so many different opportunities. And lastly, we have Pump.Fun. An attacker pleads guilty in London. Sentencing is scheduled for October. S&P 500 price targets currently at 5,429 points. I did make a prediction with the S&P 500, and here is the video. What happens next? That's the big $1 million question. What happens next? This is the S&P 500. And as you can see here, we had a massive drop. You felt the pain. We all felt the pain. Firstly, what it's going to do is it's going to fill these gaps. So as you can see right here, there's gaps all over the place. There's gaps here and here and here. We have the NASDAQ 100 and it's gone to my trend line. It's gone from here to here. It's gone a whopping 8.79%. It looks like a recovery, a big bounce. But is this, ladies and gentlemen, just a dead cat bounce, or is this the real deal? We're going to wait and see and find out. BTC price targets currently at $60,729 and we're up 2.3%. If you look very closely, we're hitting this area, just the middle of the trend line, and it's forming as resistance. We have a lot of resistance. We not only have the 200-day moving average right up here. If I show you a better illustration, let me make this more clear for you. Here is the 200-day moving average. I made it more thicker so you can see it more clearly. Not only do we have the 200-day moving average, we also have the death cross, and we also have major resistance on this trend line. So we also have major volume right here on this trend line, just underneath the 200-day moving average and also the death cross. So we've got so much resistance up there. We may have a temporary wick higher, but this may be a major brutal rejection and therefore head lower. My next target for BTC is going to be a slow bleed. We're going to get a slow bleed lower and lower. We could have an area where we just consolidate because it is a summer lull, and during the summer markets tend to move sideways to down. We're gonna have CPI results and they're coming out tomorrow. Yeah, so two things are gonna happen. If it's bullish and CPI is actually going down, core CPI is heading down and it meets expectations or is below expectations, then BTC will have a temporary moment of relief. However, if we get a bad CPI result, then of course we're heading lower. That means the Fed have no choice but to hold for longer. Ethereum price targets currently at $2,693.97, and we're down 1.11%. I believe that we're going to head up higher. Ethereum right now is really getting bashed around on social media, getting laughed at, and I think Ethereum's going to head to this trend line and touch the yellow brick road. In hindsight, this was a fake out. This was also a fake out. So we're most likely going to hit this area. Maybe, just maybe this time, we can actually break out. Let's have a look at Solana, and we're currently at $146.01. And at the moment, we're down 0.21%. I want to show you something which is conclusive to my argument. It does make sense. I may be wrong. This might not be distribution, but just to add on to my argument is this. Here is a tweet from Look On Chain. A whale sold a whopping 594,000 SOL, which is equivalent to 86 million just this year. Since January 15th, this whale has deposited a whopping 594,000 SOL, averaging one sale per week. The last sale was 16 hours ago. What does this whale know that we don't? Maybe he's just selling out right now. Maybe he thinks it's the peak, or maybe he just really needs the $100 million cash. So my target still stands. I believe we're going to break this neckline. And once we break this neckline, my next target is going to be right here at $100. Thereafter, my medium range is going to be at $76. I believe that this is a distribution, but this does not mark the absolute top. This just might be the local high of this moment. We may see participants heading to different ecosystems such as SU, Psi, and many other different L2s. They might take profits here and head over to greener pastures and take profits, because so far Solana has definitely been the most hated rally. Honestly, it's been the most hated rally, and it's gone up a whopping 2,000 533% from the absolute bottom. I'm now going to show you the best performing coins in the past 3 months. Number 1 is Turbo. And these charts, the green and red charts, indicate a quarterly return. So far, from candle to candle, Turbo in the last 3 months has gone up a whopping 429%. From wick to wick, we've gone up a whopping 2,062%. Shout out to the private members. We definitely made some gains on Turbo. We made some really good calls lately. And if you want to join our private members, it's in the link in the description below. Head over there. You're not going to regret it. Another honorable mention is MOG. And in the last 3 months alone, it's gone up a whopping 453%. Another contender is Pookie, and Pookie has gone up from wick to wick. It's gone up a whopping 1,000%. From candle open to close, it's gone up a whopping 517%. Another big contender is Wojak, and Wojak has gone up from wick to wick 488%. From candle open to close in the past 3 months, we've gone up 145%. Another outperformer in last quarter is, of course, Casper. And Casper has gone up 40%. But to be fair, in the last 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12, we literally in the past 2 years has only had one quarterly 3-month red candle. Another contender for the best quarterly returns of last quarter is Popcat, and it's gone up 116%. And finally, one big OG has actually done really well compared to many altcoins, and that's the big OG, Bitcoin. And Bitcoin in the last 3 months had gone up from open to close a whopping 68%. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, all of that good stuff. I appreciate all the love, all the views, and wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good night. Peace.
Trust my brothers from way back from the north. It's the York, spend it like they owe me.